Hello students, we are going to start chapter 1 of your supplementary reader Footprints Without Feet. Name of the chapter is A Triumph of Surgery. It is written by James Alfred Wright, who is popularly known as James Herriot. He was a British veterinary surgeon and writer too. This story revolves around Tricky, a small dog who is pampered and overfed by his rich mistress. He falls seriously ill and his mistress consults a veterinary surgeon. Does the surgeon perform an operation or does the dog recover? Let us read and find out. I was really worried about Tricky this time. I had pulled up my car when I saw him in the street with his mistress, and I was shocked at his appearance. He had become hugely fat, like a bloated sausage, with a leg at each corner. His eyes, bloodshot and rheumy, stared straight ahead and his tongue lolled from his jaws. In this paragraph, I refers to Dr. Herriot. He was very much worried about Tricky. He was going somewhere and he stopped his car when he saw Tricky and his mistress. Tricky had become fat and looked like a sausage. His eyes were red and watery liquid was flowing from his eyes. He was staring and his tongue was hanging out of his mouth. Mrs. Pumphrey hastened to explain. He was so listless, Mr. Herriot. He seemed to have no energy. I thought he must be suffering from malnutrition, so I have been giving him with some little extras between meals to build him up, some malt and cod liver oil and a bowl of Horlicks at night to make him sleep. Nothing much really. When Mrs. Pumphrey, Tricky's mistress, saw Doctor, she hesitated, but then she told that Tricky seemed to have no energy. She felt that Tricky was suffering from malnutrition, so to build his energy, she had been giving him some extra meals. Other than breakfast, lunch and dinner, some extra meals, malt, cod liver oil and a bowl of Horlicks at night. She further said, nothing much really, which means she thinks that all this much diet is not so enough for the dog. So she overfeeds him. वो उन्हें बहुत ज़्यादा खिलाती है. And did you cut down on the sweet things as I told you? Oh, I did a bit, but he seemed to be so weak, I had to relent. He does love cream cakes and chocolates, so I can't bear to refuse him. Doctor asks her that did you stop giving him the sweet things as I have instructed to do so? To which Mrs. Pumphrey replied that she stopped giving sweet things only for a while. Then she thought this is making Tricky weak. So she again started giving him the sweet things. Tricky loves chocolates and cream cakes so much, so she can't refuse as she loves Tricky a lot. I looked down again at the little dog. That was the trouble. Tricky's only fault was greed. He had never been known to refuse food. He would tackle a meal at any hour of the day or night. And I wondered about all the things Mrs. Pumphrey hadn't mentioned. When Doctor looked down at the dog, he knew that dog was in trouble and his problem was his greed for food. Tricky never denied food. He can eat at any time of the day, be it morning or night. Doctor also thought that there must be many things that Mrs. Pumphrey hadn't mentioned which she was giving Tricky to eat. Are you giving him plenty of exercise? Well, he has little walks with me as you can see, but Hawking, the gardener, has been down with lumbago, so there has been no ring throwing lately. Doctor again asked if Mrs. Pumphrey was giving enough exercise to dog. She said that she takes Tricky for short walks. But as her gardener has been ill, so there is no one to throw rings to fetch for the dog. So there is not much of exercise given to Tricky. I tried to sound severe. Now I really mean this. If you don't cut his food right down and give him more exercise, he is going to be seriously ill. You must harden your heart and keep him on a very strict diet. Doctor said with a serious tone, if from now only, Mrs. Pumphrey, you do not cut down on Tricky's diet, he would be very, very ill. You must put him on a strict diet. Mrs. Pumphrey wrung her hands. Oh, I will, Mr. Harriet. I am sure you are right, but it is so difficult, so very difficult. She set off, head down along the road, as if determined to put the new regime into practice immediately. After listening to this, Mrs. Pumphrey became sad and told the doctor that this time she will surely try to be very strict with Tricky, but it is difficult for her. Then she went off. Her head was down as if she was so determined to make Tricky eat less. I watched their progress with growing concern. Tricky was tottering along in his little tweed coat. He had a whole wardrobe of these coats for the cold weather and a raincoat for the wet days. He struggled on, drooping in his harness. I thought it wouldn't be long before I heard from Mrs. Pumphrey. Doctor saw that there was no progress in Tricky's health. He was staggering while walking. Staggering means ladkhadana. He was wearing his coat. Tricky had a whole collection of such coats, raincoats and woolen coats. He was struggling even to fit in his harness. Doctor thought the time has come when Mrs. Pumphrey would call him soon, as Tricky is going to be seriously ill. The expected call came within a few days. Mrs. Pumphrey was distraught. Tricky would eat nothing, refused even his favorite dishes, and besides, he had bouts of vomiting. He spent all his time lying on a rug, panting, didn't go for walks, didn't want to do anything. Within a few days, as expected by the doctor, Mrs. Pumphrey called him. She was very upset, as Tricky had stopped eating even his favorite dishes. He vomits continuously and lies on the rug, breathing with great difficulty. He even stopped going to his walks and he did nothing. We will continue the chapter in the next video. From what you have read till now, answer these questions. First, why is Mrs. Pumphrey worried about Tricky? And second, who does I refer to in the first paragraph of the story? Also, write the meaning of the following words. First, sausage. Second, roomy. Third, listless. Fourth, lumbago. Fifth, regime. And sixth, distraught.